All right. Shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah. Coming with a short message. Just decided to drop in something, and this is something that was on my mind while exercising this morning. I said I make a little something regarding the things that was on my mind. Just being able to just digest what the Spirit was teaching me yesterday and the day prior. It's every time I move, here they come. Every time, and here they come. I had something really delicious to eat this morning. This one young lady spoke about it. Uh, Beets. I took a whole beet and wrapped it up, put it in the oven, and cooked it to 350. Let it stay like within half an hour to 45 minutes, and it was really delicious. And I'm going to make sure I pick up uh, at least one for every morning. So 7 beets, whole beets, and make it something that I eat every morning. It was good yesterday, but it was really good this morning. I got it from someone who was saying that it's important to really focus on eating the things that's good for your body. And I think that's important as well. And it's hard to find things in this day and time uh, that not holding something that goes up against you. You know, either the stuff they spray on all the stuff that's healthy, or they add chemicals and sugar or salt, but pretty much sugar to everything that could be healthy. And it's just so much artificial adding to food in this day and time. I remember I got a steak from Texas House Steak. The first one seemed like it was okay, but when I went by like a month and a half and uh, ordered a steak, I could see, being so I know about meat, that this don't look real. And I see how they can uh, piece it together, and I was like, wow, it did not taste even good at all. So yes, they are piecing pieces of beef, pork, chicken together with artificial fat and mending it together and selling this in the supermarkets and in the stores and in restaurants. So you really never know what you're getting. That's why it's really hard to eat healthy. Even when you try, it's always something that they are adding to stuff that keeps you from really uh, eating as healthy as possible. This morning, I was doing my exercising, and so many things were in my thought pattern. I was thinking, my mind, while on the treadmill, and the comfort that came with it was where I was blessed. Because even though I'm thinking of all the things that's actually taking place, not things that's not taking place, but things that's actually is taking place. I'm thinking of it and knowing that it's nothing I can say or do that could change the way that it is. But it was another part that came in to assure me that even though it's the way that it is, the ideal of having your own lane, you don't have to come out of your lane and battle or think about or try to reason with a world that's not going to change. I think of that when it's trying to get me to understand you got a lane. You don't have to. Now, those who don't have a lane, then that's a different story, Deborah, but you got a lane. And it's like unto him. My title is Yah see it, all things. The Most High see it all. But do you see him trying to move it, change it, correct it? No. And this is what he's saying to me. These things need be according to his own will, due to his namesake. So I must try to really take advantage of the lane in which he has created for me to run therein. He's not saying stop the journey. You got a finish line. Just get in your lane. Because the world is not going to change based on what you bring forth to it, what you share with it, what spirit and truth you preach to it, how much bright light you reveal is sitting in darkness. It is not going to change. So when you're given a lane, your lane is secure to just run on in your lane and just keep up the mission till you get to the finish line. There's a reason why it is said, he that endure shall be saved. Because it's really a form of enduring what you actually see that you really can't do anything about it. You can talk about it, you can stand on the top of the mountain and proclaim it, even if it's 100 billion, trillion infinity, it's not going to change the hearts of people and who they are and their mission here down on the earth. Going back to the beauty of it is to keep being told by the Most High Yah that I see it, all things. And that is, to me, it's a form of comforting me to know that, okay, you seeing these things, you know these things to be, these things is true. Your life can see it, but it's not meant for you to even take any of your energy, your strength, your mind, your heart to try to change any of it. Because the same way you got to come in, Deborah, everybody gonna have to come in. Meaning we all gonna have to answer for the things that we do and say that is wrong and the things that we do and say that is right. So it's no escape. It just seems strange how you're in a world that no one has no feeling. And then I realized that's flesh too. Emotions and feelings is more detached to the things that the flesh is in tune with. So that's why the emotions of the spirit is not manifest in people, because they are more caught up in the emotions of the flesh of their feelings and emotions, which is kind of deep. Me, myself, I have feelings and emotions in the flesh, but I have a feeling and emotion in the spirit that overrides the feeling and emotion in the flesh. It'll shut my feelings and emotion down in my flesh at a blink of an eye, that which I have in the spirit realm. So just being in a world where you can actually behold, I mean, you see this, you know this, you can discern it based on the gift that was given to you to discern that the minds of the people are more so geared to the way of the flesh and the emotions and the feelings of the flesh versus anything outside of flesh, but more so spirit. I understand, and this year has been gripping me for the last, say, 20 years, that people are not longer than 20 years. People are not in tune with the spirit of who they are. That's the real them. That's the real deal. People don't care about their inner man, the real person. And this is another reason why they can't balance things out based on what they can see, based on what they can, what is before them. Because the spirit of who that individual, your spirit would tell on you quick. Your spirit, your own spirit would tell on your flesh. That's why your flesh is your worst enemy. It don't even have no respect for it, your own spirit. Do you know that? That's why your flesh is your worst enemy, because it is too an enemy to its own self, which is your spirit. And this is why people do wrong and continue to do wrong and find pleasure in their emotions and their feelings, is because they come down to the earth only to represent the part of them that don't give a damn, and that is their flesh. I began to think about how can somebody lose their child and a group of people feel that you should supposed to be numb. So what? He dead. Who cares? Who tells a mother that she's not supposed to have no feelings, or she's not supposed to react in a way that she wants to know how and why and who was involved in my son's death? With that being said, you got so many people threatening, causing bodily harm to a woman that just lost her son. How could you tell her you're going to kill her? Because you got that spirit that killed her son. Gone there, Deborah, gone. You see? The same spirit that killed this young man is the same spirit that feels that we've been getting away with it for so long, ain't nothing can touch us now. We done got away with it for so long. What is it that individuals are being threatened to be killed? Because they're talking about the case itself. Why ain't nobody threatening them, all of those who are involved in the man's death? Nobody's threatening them. But how is it that everybody else is being threatened if they don't shut up? I sat back and I watched Don Lennon flip the whole script from what he was talking about at the beginning to what he's talking about now. You can see the under the table sellout. And it's not the type of sellout that, here, now shut up, here, now keep quiet, here, now get off this topic. It's the sellout that says, now flip it and start supporting Not the young man that died like he started out doing, but now support the other side. And that's what he's doing. The best way he know how just to stay in the game. Do he want to stay in the game? No. He want to really get out. But whatever was given to him underneath the table, even if it was a threat for his own living, you can see how the switch, along with several others of Judah, men who don't even know who they are. These are men that's not going to go anywhere, but remain right where they're at in the land of tribulation. But before they leave off of here, out of this world, they're going to see their spirit and their flesh as a sellout to unrighteous, because it's going to have to be applied to them at the level in which they have supported it, knowing that it was wrong, but yet you support it. And yes, you all, people can put a death, a threat on you to take your life and everybody in your family, and then also have you being on the side of darkness and wicked and evil so deep to even you yourself question yourself, why am I doing this? This is how things are in this day right here. And just sitting back watching these things out. Now, why would you go, listen, watch the power. Why was or is there a mindset, now listen to this, to arrest 3-4 different individuals who have spoken on this case? How can someone get arrested for that? That's speaking toward Nolan Wales case. How did they get arrested? But the people that done the crime and all of them that's involved in it, it's beyond. It is beyond now more than 400 or 500 people. Why you say that, Deborah? It's more than 400 or 500 people because this is how many people that has detached themselves in to it, to hide it. And they're not doing too much hiding to support it, that all brown skin and melanated people understand. America is being great again. This is where they feel that America is going back to what it once was. They are making America great again. And that's why I am grateful that the Father had me to say something that would, so I could see how a person is. Because you don't know who you're dealing with, child. You really don't. I don't care. I don't care who you are involved in or involved with, who you work with that's your bestest friend or who your bestest friend. We're in a day that was created from the kingdom to be a day like no other. And in it, nation is going to be against nations, even if it comes down to their own nation. You see? But this thing that's coming back now, it ain't coming back. Let me not say that. It never left. It's just that there are melanated people that settle for brown skinned people I'm talking about. They settle for anything and everything. It's like somebody bring guns into your community. You wants to go into the community now and use those guns to kill your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, and your friends. That's how crazy it is. They bring drugs into your community. You find room to start giving them to children, elderly, women, pregnant women. You don't care where you sell the drugs. This is a mindset of a people that has always been this way. because this is the way they were with the land that he gave them when Josh took them to the promised land. They were like this. They was the same way they are today. So they are people who ain't going to escape the way that they are. But here there is also Satan seeds. They're a different kind of breed. They come down here to kill, steal, and destroy. What race on this earth that's known for that? Kill, steal, and destroy. What race could you or nation could you say that fits that category? We know Satan. If you had to pick one race that fall under the protocol of steal, kill, and destroy, you're only going to find one that's going to fit under that category. And don't think that the Most High Yah don't see it, all things. I know it. We caught up in AI. We give more thunder and more glory to AI and all these other technologies. When you give that thunder to them, guess what? Nobody don't need to put a 666 in your head. They don't need to put a chip in your wrist or in your hand. You're already sold out from the inside out. See, that's what people don't understand. Everybody looking for a chip and in the hand. They didn't see COVID come through, which is a sellout as well. You already sold out. So I don't care how much AI supports everything you do, how you use AI. Use it and use it up, because it doesn't matter. When your spirit detached to AI and AI detached to your spirit and all this technology that this country has used, you make sure you take a full advantage of it. It's a part of you and you are a part of it. You see? So you already up in her. And you ain't going to be able to come out of her, because you are her, herself. See, people didn't know that you're not supposed to be falling in love with all this Lexus and ring ring bell and AI and all this technology that takes over your thought pattern, and that you can't function unless you run into it. That's how addicted it is. People run to it like it's like it's silver and gold regarding their whole living. They fall in it and out of it, and they say there's no way we're going to get to A to B without it. That's because you sold out in it, and there's no way you can come out of it. So in Revelation, it's not telling you to come out of her, because you too deep in her. Remember how Sister Deborah used to say, you too up in her rectum, when that's where you at. To a system of this world ain't going to let you get out even if you try. That's how far up you are in her. It's a system. You have to know what it is, call it what it is, say what it is, and pull out at the same time. Not play in it, not swim in it, not eat in it, not do everything that's detached to it to make you think this is, I'm in there now. I'm up to the scale now, y'all. I'm up. I'm like everybody else now. I'm in there. Yeah, you are in there. And that's a good thing. A good thing for those who are born of the flesh. You in there. But this lady named this young man who died, Nolan Well. I don't know if this is just something said, which it could have been. It could be just something that's being spoke on. It is said that they fired her. Her job fired her. Even something like that. All this, if that's true, or if it's not, it don't matter. It's enough threats and everything coming to her to make you question this country itself. A lot of you all wouldn't come out of it even if you could. You see, it's because you're too embedded in it. People can't go from nowhere to nowhere without finding out, how do I get there? So it's just so much people use to play in this that harlot, that system, to where they can't live without it. They have to have it, no matter which way or which direction they go in. They need it, and they it's like, I'm not gonna live without it. You don't have to live without it. Get it now. What I'm not sure, are they going to do this or not? If they're going to take what is it, G5, we're in G6, and only give it to you either a chip in your wrist. I don't know if that's going to be the way they're going to do it, but I'm just putting it out there. I don't know if they're going to pull in with the G6. I believe we're already at G6. But a way that they can manipulate people to get us faster, to inform you how good um, G G6 is and what all it offers you. It's just like people when they come out with a new phone, everybody run get it. And there's the people when they come out with a new shoe, they run get it. This is showing you the sickness of the mind of certain people. And this is why they can't come to any type of truth or understanding of what is right and what is wrong, because they take right and they make it wrong and make wrong right, and they live in it and they support wrong, and they don't care. That it's like they don't have any type of feelings. And that's just not a certain people, that's just this whole world. Satan, then I believe I ain't no doubt about it, he has successfully deceived the whole world. But now that he has deceived the whole world, now the world is what it is, a deceiver itself. That's why the level of wicked and evil is so high. People can be at that same level of wicked and evil as Satan and have no idea that they are the same realm as he is. All you have to do is look at the ways of everybody. Like, I'm gonna show you one I look at. I look at how the elites, how all they want in this day is power. How do they get power? They get power by just taking people money. That's one. They already finding other ways they can get power, but let me show you how they're gonna try. They're gonna do it. Yep, and most likely gonna be successful. You see the fake war between United States and Iran. You notice it started with Israel and Iran. How did it end up being just United States and Iran? Let me explain how. The plan, I believe, how can we bring down the power grid? How can we bring down the water supply? Why not use the war and use the fact that Iran is going to do it for us? Mm, 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 mm. When we bring down our water supply, when we bring down our power grid, all we have to do is blame it on the war. Ooh, that's so y'all do not know. Not only in the natural, but in the spiritual, that is really intelligent. Because not one outside of me would be able to say what I just said. This ideal of making America great was a word that they needed somebody in this country to manipulate the people, to get their whole focus off of what they're doing to bring the country down so it won't be great again. Because the only thing they want you to think is that this country gonna get back to what it once was. This is why a lot of you all are ignoring the fact that they are doing all these lynchings. They are killing a lot of young black men and young black women. This one man said, there is a 4-letter word, not a 4-letter, 4 W's. And I was sharing it with someone in the Bible class, and I said, it's so much power in it. So much power in it. But the minds of the people where they at will bypass it. There is a 4-letter form that melanated people need to really think on. Will they think on it? No, because their thought pattern and the way they think and they function is not there. And this is why they were able to bring back the old. And that's what they're doing. They're hanging people from trees. They're killing them and using even some of the things I'm saying. Now, this is what they said to warn melanated people, but it's no need of warning them. They're not going to take heed to nothing. They don't take heed to what is wrong. They only take heed to what is wrong. They don't take heed to what is right. They refuse to take heed to what is right, and then they wonder, who am I? What am I? Am I doing right? Should I be doing right? Why don't I feel this way? Why don't I feel? It's because you're full of your father's ways. You're stiff-necked, you're rebellious and disobedient. Now, this is what has happened. The 4W is stay away from whites. That's 1W. Because it's connected to water. That's another. Woods and whiskey. When you got those 4 in, when they got all 4 of those detached, you're going to be somewhere in woods, found dead, water, found dead, or some way of where they've gotten drunk and they perform different acts. You see what I'm saying? Many people would look at that and say, well, Sister Denver, you're wrong, and that's not right. Who gives a damn what you think? It's been proven. They're not going to own up to it. Want me to tell you why? They're not going to own up to it, even if they knew that that these lynchings and these young men being murdered was done by Europeans. They ain't gonna come out. They don't talk about it. That's one thing I don't like. And I'm glad the Father revealed that to me. When they don't want to talk about them, stay away from them. Don't deal with them. They are not of me. Do not deal with them, because they are dealing with a race over righteous. And if they're righteous, if their race is too high for them and too how would I say it, put up on a pedestal to where you can't discern righteous from your white or your nationality, you ain't nothing but a serpent seed. Anytime someone comes on and they talk about issues that are true, you're supposed to clam on those issues. But people tend to not want to say anything and have nothing to do with it, the issues, as long as you talk about every nationality except for theirs. So in that, the Father revealed to me, because he said, say one word. Once I said that one word, that took away, that identified a multitude of demonic spirit in an individual. Just one word. And at that moment, I said, Father, is it that? It's really that deep? Yes, it is. But why do it have to be that deep when you have to do something so simple to reveal to you? People are not going to come out of what I know and I see that they are. They're not going to come out of it. It's in them. So what I mean by that, if you are in this country and you do not see this stuff that's going on, I'm going to tell y'all the truth of the whole matter. It's because you are a serpent seed. Because if you're the spiritual seed, guess what? The spiritual seed gonna see through the spirit what things are, what things is, and what things are going to be. So now you can sit your tail down somewhere. Because if you can't see the unjust, the unrighteous, the wicked and evil of your own nation, it's because you believe your nation over righteous. And who is righteous? The Most High God. So go play in your nation, have your nation in you a good time. And when you finish, y'all see it all. Even the heart of a man, he knows it. He knew it. Because he knows the heart is their mind and their mind is their heart in their flesh. And they ain't moving from the evil and wicked their own nation is doing. They don't have a word toward it. They don't see the negative and the wicked and the evil, and they don't own it. So therefore, they are of it. And this is why I say to a lot of people in this day and time, everybody needs to go to their owns. Go to your owns. Because the mind of these spirits are detached to that kill, steal, and destroy. The thing that this country and those that call themselves ruler over it have done to maintain it. The great again is what Donald Trump has to put out to the people. Donald Trump is making them think we're going to be great again. He didn't mess their head up with that. Why? Because Iran and every other country in this world have already signed on the dotted line. We got to work on destroying the United States. But the way we got to do it is from the inside, where they're not going to even know we're destroying them. Now, I've heard a couple of pastors, European pastors, say it to me and preaching it, and they lost a lot of members teaching it too. They say that somewhere along the line, it looks like Donald Trump and many others is trying to destroy the United States. And he said the United States of America. And I sit back and I said, look at that, Father. He's sitting here telling it. But ain't he ain't gonna listen to that. And he don't understand. It ain't that he's trying, they are. That's a part of y'all, the prophecy. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to accept that and believe it. Who cares what you want to accept and believe? That's why you are in full denial of what is going on. That Iran war and that thing of what United States, don't forget, who did it start with? Israel. And Israel and the Palestinians were battling. Then in Turkey came in, but how did it end up being something between United States and Iran? You know why? Because Iran is going to be the one that tamper with everything over in this country to bring this country down the way it needs to come down. They need the riots. They need the war within. All you have to do is go to your own study guide and ask your own self, because y'all ain't going to answer to you. Because if you're trying to be in the world and of the world, kick rocks if you think he's a part of who you are. But in your study guide, it tells you about how all the other countries going to be looking over to the United States, and they're going to see the fire and the smoke. You see, what y'all don't understand is they're going to do it. They're going to destroy it first and foremost from within. They already know that they can destroy it by putting a drop in your water. It'll kill probably a good 20 million or more. They know that they already did it with COVID and many other things. They put it all in your food. They can't seem to get rid of you fast enough. So they now are going to, they can put it a drop in your water. They can put it in your food. They can get rid of you with a blink of an eye. But they need to get rid of you. And I believe they wanting to really work on this in a way that they bring it down, like I believe it's going to come down from within. That means it ain't going to come down where Every other country bothering us. That's way Donald Trump wants the sick ones, the wicked and the dark ones to believe making America great again. And a lot of y'all don't understand what making America greater means, do you? Because you've been so ignorant all your life. And that's even the Europeans. Making America great again means let's go back to what we did from the beginning. Kill, steal, and destroy. That's why you thinking they went back and they still, since January, it's been more than 70 lynchings. Yeah, and I know melanated people don't care about it. They so busy wanting to kill each other. So these things is not coming back. Like, look, y'all, this is happening. It's been here, but they doing more of it. They doing more of it, and it's all over the world. And majority of it, not over the world, over the United States. It's in all the states. It's not just Mississippi. It's all over. This is what they all run up to do, and not even understand the Father in the kingdom coming for you and your children and your children's children. Not the ones that ain't born, but he's gonna let you see yours gonna die right before you. And they too ignorant to realize you live by that gun and by shedding blood, you're gonna die that way. What part people don't understand? That's how you're gonna go out, especially when you're thinking that the Most High Yah don't see it. I think they think AI knows everything, sees everything, but they don't know the real one see it all and know it all is the Most High Yah. He knows it even from the thought that has not even thought of anything. So he knows it already. And they're not going to bring the United States down from just racial. I can't even call it a racial riot or a racial war. And that's how they like to play it, because they don't understand you're the majority. So how is 13% going to be able to defeat the majority? That's just how sick but they know that if we started off killing them, we can continue to do that. But they so ignorant, they don't even understand. What is it about these people that make us want to really kill them? That's how dumb their darkness is. Because the problem comes in, well, okay, when you're done killing them, then what do that mean for you? But what's going to stop them is their own race. You all going to, whoever lived to see into it, which is not saying years and years. I'm talking about it can be next year, the end of this year. But when you see into it, and it's all in the opening, you're going to see them killing each other more than it has. It's always been like that, but the news is not revealing it. So they think that what they do is okay. We can cover ours up. But Iran, they're going to use Iran as the means of when they cut that a power grid, or when they take the water, they now got Iran to be the cover up for that happening. When it's not Iran, it's the United States, along with every country in the world who has decided to work on destroying United States from the inside. And they're doing an awesome job, because the people is just that. That's why when you think of technology and things being created, and you all really think it's United States got it going. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You got Africa creating. You got China being the biggest technology. You got everybody on our side. But if you let the people here in this country, we the number one. What makes you the number one? Because you the one Satan chose to do all his dirty work. You're the one that he chose. And it's not so much as the people in the country who or it's their nation that's doing these things and using this country and the people in this country to keep it going for them. That's why that's why this country got to go. So I was explaining to people about how the Son of Man coming, the Most High is taking his out to Mount Zion. Then who's going to be here? Oh yeah, right. Okay, who's going to be here? You see, they ain't thinking that far. You see, they don't think that far. And the tribulation is already, we're in that, and they got to bring that. That's why they got to do the things that they got to do to the people in this country. It's because they got to add on to the tribulation. This is the will of the Father. That's why I say, when it says how things going to be taken away, and how they going to take it, and how they going to close down banks, take jobs, which they already done, and everybody walking around here looking like ain't nothing going on, because they figured if it's not about me and mine, I'm good. That's the spirit that people have, and I like that, because that's also a way that Yah has informed us how you gonna know them, by the way that they conduct themselves to be one different than anybody else. It's because they thinking they got it made, because they can do everything and have everything that they want and they desire, and if it can affect anybody outside of them. But they're the ones that don't understand it's going to suffer greatly than anybody else. But they don't know that. But that's why they got to be tried by the fire. It has to be presented, and that is what the United States, one of their plans, is to tamper with your food, your finances, and your food. Okay, they're found a way. They didn't find a way. They already had it set that Iran would be the downfall if we want to start on the water, or if we want to start on the grid, the electric grid. We can use Iran to do that. So it's a lot of things that is taking place, and it's going to continue to take place, because what you see is, when you see the level of wickedness amongst people, that's it. It's over. That's it. It's over. When you see the level of hate and wicked and murderous heart, self-centered, greed, lust, abomination, when you see that at the level of where it really is today, even though it's in full denial, we there, y'all, whether you know it or not. And I'm grateful to the Most High Yah, who says it's over. That means, hey, it's over for you. It is over for you, whether you accept it or you know it or you believe it or not. It might not appear today, but being over, you're going to see it show up and show out at your door front when you what? Least expected. When he came for the 10 virgins, what time did he come? In the midnight hour. When the Son of Man come, it's going to be coming in a what? In a time in which you least expect. The same way happened in the days of Noah, in the days of Lot. Everybody thinking that he got to come when I say he gonna come, or when I feel he gonna come, or when I got all my house in order, I got everything I need, then that's when he gonna come. Baby, you's a fool, you gonna live a fool and die one. Everybody is waiting. United Snakes to get snaked by Donald Trump. Donald Trump got to go out, because the beast has to come in. The Antichrist, they have to come in. But what they don't have to do, they're not worried about. The Antichrist and the beast is not worried about the United States. They're worried about getting in office where they can rule the world. It's still at power. And I sit back and tell the Father, I sit back and I'm going to tell y'all, you might not even believe it, in the household, at workplaces, in your community. There's always people, even people you deal with, they like to deal with you as long as they got the power. They love to have the power to control you. They need that strength within them, that energy to feel that they have power over you. They think they hurt you because they think they got power over you. You see what I'm saying? And that is a dangerous state to be in. Release those individuals out of your living. Ask the Father, pray to the Father to release individuals who trying to put you into a power network where they can have you under their power and their authority. The reason why I say that is because just as the elites, the fake Jews over there, it's all about we want power. You guys, this power that they want is beyond. They don't care about who they kill and who they destroy. They don't care about who they take this from or take that from. They don't care about that. They want the power. And that's how I see people on the earth. I know it might sound deep for me to be saying that when I say deep, because people are in full denial. Think about what I'm saying. And then think about how in your life you have individuals, you already know what I'm talking about. Individuals in your living, in your space, or in your zone that feels that power is more important to them than anything. People have to have power, just like the darkness, the wicked and the elites. They don't want your money. They don't want anything. They want power over you. I see it, you guys. I see it. If they can get power over you, people, that's all people want with you, is to have power over you. Something on this earth. It's okay, let me tell you. You know how if there's gold and silver under the ground, everybody will be going out to dig to get the gold and silver. Well, let me explain that to you. That's what the power is on this earth. It's people yearning to have some sort of power over other people. They don't care. It's just something they yearn. They need that ideal of controlling you for some reason or another, so that they can feel they have power over you, especially when they think that they got something and you don't. When they think that, they feel that, well, okay, I have the power to be power over those who don't have. They yearn and they seek, and they don't. A lot of them don't even know they have it. It's a dark spirit, you guys. A lot of you all know what I'm talking about, and a lot of you all have ran up on people already that's exactly like I'm talking about. They want that power, but guess what that come from? That same power that the elites portray. That power to know that they got you in control. That's what it's about. It's not because you can give them anything or you can do anything for them. It's just that it's a spirit that says, I'm going to be like this toward an individual. I'm going to treat this person like this. I'm going to deal with this person like this. Where I feel that I have power over them. When I get off this here message, you're going to come to think of that. And you're going to start to see it. And then you're going to remember, I heard this lady say that 99.15 trillion don't know what it is. They don't know that people are right here on this earth. It's not just the other countries trying to destroy America or this. They want power over you. They want to be able to control you. Even if they use their finances or whatever they use, they think they're going to control you. They think that you are nothing without them. So they think that they can control you by the power that rests in them, which is a demonic spirit. It is wicked and evil. And it's a good thing, believe it or not, because it also separates who's who and what's what. You don't have, when you're supposed to walk in on this earth, the only power and control you want is over yourself. That's more than enough there. All you need power and control is over yourself. When I go before the Most High Yah, that's all I seek for Him correcting me. Correct things that I say that you are displeased with, Father. Correct me for the things that I do that displeases you. Correct me for the things that I might say. See, I'm asking his power to work with me. But you got people. That's why I say it to you all many times. People talk about Epstein and all this stuff that Donald Trump and all these wicked and pedophiles are doing. How can we pinpoint them without seeing it's in this country, you guys? It's coming from this country where you reside. If you ever were able to give, which the Father is not going to allow, because he said there's too much darkness on your left, too much darkness on your right, too much darkness in front of you, and too much wicked and darkness in back of you for you to not to see it. It's clearly seen. It's so much that we're looking way over to the elites and the wicked and evil people and fail to realize it's right in your household. It said that a man's enemy, praise the Most High Yah. A man's enemy is those of his own house. So he's telling you, you have to look within your own space where you live, because that's where your true enemies are. Starting with you, yourself. You can be your own worst enemy. Just imagine being your own. What kind of enemy are you to your husband? What kind of enemy are you to your wife? What kind of enemy are you to your mother or your father or your children? What kind of enemy are you in that household? So if that is that level in that household, it's in each and every household, whether they don't even see each other, ain't seen each other, don't care about each other. The Father is letting you know when that man bring them seeds forth, the enemy is in some of them seeds, majority of them seeds, whether they with the family or not. So we're not escaping, and we can't say that all of that wicked that they are doing out there and the elites killing these children and drinking their blood. But my issue is, as a prophetess in the wilderness, my issue is, but Father, everybody's doing it. Father, how can one be way worse than the other? Why y'all think people not owning up to nothing? People today want power. And if I can kill a 2-year-old baby, that's what they call power. Because what are you looking for? You can't get nothing out of a 2-year-old baby. So what are you looking for? Power in what I'm going to do to it. People's spirit is just that dark, y'all. Their spirit is just that dark. They play more games than game can be played. You see the point I'm making? So it's you try to deal with the fact that this is what you mean when you say he that endure, because you're enduring. The truth of the fact is the same power that they tried to get over the people in this country is the same power the people in the country is playing on other people. It's the same thing. So how can we call the elites and Israel over there who control America? Oh, they controlling America, but wait a minute. The people in this country trying to control. Look how the whites trying to control the blacks by trying to put them in a captivity, in a slave mentality, where we got to bow down to them. We got to answer. Look at that power and control. Oh, I'm going to hang these niggas. And how many they done hung? How many are they continue to kill? Even one day, which was yesterday, if you can count them by the spirit, how many they didn't kill yesterday, all out of hate, all out of this racist reaction. If you could count them, you'll say, yep, it's time to go. Father, close it down. Close the book up, throw it away and burn it. It's time to go. Because it's just that bad, you all. You all just standing in stupid. Thinking you winning, that you beating. There are people, even you know. And it's a sad thing. They pray like, they act like they holy and they spiritual, but there's another side you can see in them. And it's a form of power and control. When anybody act like they got something and you don't, they would use it, they would abuse it, and they would use it in the form that I'm powerful. Now I got power over you because that's why I'm powerful. This is the mindset. This is the mindset. You know how many people Tyler Perry and Oprah alone can get up off the streets and make just little houses? Why don't they want to do anything for anybody? Why do people who have want to do right by what they have? Power. They feel, hey, I'm in power. As long as they are all out there, nobody have what I have, I'm power. That's why the elites take their power into a realm of millionaires and billionaires and trillion. I think Elon reached a trillion. But this is how they dictate who's on our side. We in power because of what we have. That same action is in the spirit of individuals walking every day, living every day. I need the power to control. And I don't care who it is. But I, Sister Deborah, say to each and every last one of you, whatever you do, do not try to trap people into a control based on what you have. Don't do it. Because there's a game in them. It's real sick. And they don't even know they got it. But they like it. They love it. Because it puts them here, and as long as they can put everybody down here, it puts them up here. It's a form of power and control. And this is another reason why the Father is going to leave so many to continue in the tribulation and to the terrible day of Yah. Many going to be left here until the terrible day of Yah. And that terrible day, he's coming to kill. He's coming to kill. And I ain't never in my living, and I think I might speak on it this evening, make a video to show you how the terrible day of Yah. And I was like saying, but Father, I ain't never heard of that. I've heard of the terrible day of Yah, but I ain't heard about them things coming through people's houses. Straight through the houses, y'all. They slip and fall, but they get back up. They never die. What is this coming? And a lot of people think you're talking about fear tactic. I mean, fear mongering. Baby, let me tell you something. Give me something to fear. Because what I'm seeing in the spirit, give me something to fear. Because I see it in the spirit. I see that everybody is walking around thinking that y'all don't see it all. And they want to give AI all the glory and all this GP, whatever that other one called, all this technology, all the glory. But when the glory of the Most High Yah stand firm and back and let everybody do what they need to do to you. When it's time to call him, he ain't going to hear you. He ain't going to come to your beck and need. Because everybody's getting ready for their best days. And they don't understand many people that have lost their, not lost, that have gone, lost it, that have slept or that have passed away. They said that many of these people left on their best days. So you go on thinking you got it made because you think you got the power over somebody. You ain't got nothing made. Because even the power that you think you have, that too, they have power over that. And that's why there's going to be a time where they're going to take the water away, the food away. Money ain't going to be able to buy nothing. So then you're going to be looking, not only are you going to be looking stupid, you're going to be feeling stupid because now your power is powerless. So don't get out here, y'all, thinking you high on the hog. Don't think you high on a hog. Don't even place your spiritual mind there, because that's where people is at. Their flesh mind is there. Their flesh mind is fully there. And if the flesh mind is there, that's who their spirit is. And they have no idea that that type of spirit is in them, because they think it's okay. Same thing with the elites. They think it's okay to kill 20 million children, take their flesh and eat it and drink their blood. They don't see nothing wrong with that. But y'all know what that's all about. Power. Power to do whatever we want to do, how we want it, and when we want it. Take their money from them and see if they search that power. If you take Elon's money from him, come on now, suicide. You take everybody that's millionaire money from them, what you think will happen? Suicide. Why? Because they can't act and have that mentality that I got power. See, it makes people think they have something that they really don't have. Because if you's a millionaire, what good is it you being a millionaire or billionaire when all of it can go, and at the moment it go, your whole mind is gone. You can't even function. You can't think. So you see, it was what they had that make them think the way they think. Oh, we can eat anybody's blood. We can clone. We can take these baby cells. And what also at least, they tend to not have any feelings. And then you wonder, when Bill Gates, don't you got children? Don't you have a wife? Wait a minute. Don't you have parents? You see? They have feelings for theirs, but they don't have feelings for nobody else, because they think the only person that is legit is theirs. And that's what people, that's how people are. They think it's all Elon Musk going around here having all these babies by all these women. He don't care. But let somebody bother one of them babies. You can bother anyone, and I can guarantee you now one of them babies would get a COVID shot. See, it's only others that they like to have that power and control over. Only others, but not us. Our children ain't gonna go through this. Our children ain't gonna feel this. Donald Trump, same way. Donald Trump is just a clown. Donald Trump is like the bottom of somebody's feet to the elites. That's all he is. As soon as he done what he done, if they don't take him underground and fake his death, they'll take him up out of here quick. They know that it's no use for him until they're able to bring this country to the low. And whenever it get back, you're gonna see that something is controlling it from somewhere else. And that's going to be the beast and the Antichrist. But they're not going to be controlling it from America. Okay? They're going to be controlling it from another country. So Sister Deborah said a handful, but I want to say again, don't think that the Most High don't see it, all things. So any ways that are in you that does not please him, repent. Take not just this day, but every day of your rest of your living, crying out to the Father. And when I say now, it's just said it in from your sincere part of who you are. Even if you got to say it in the spirit, and speak it, and then go into the spirit, praying in the spirit. But speak it out loud to the Most High that you don't want to have the ways that is not pleasing to him. You want all the ways that is pleasing to him. And let him know, because you see all things, Father. My thoughts, my heart, you see it all. But I want you to see me doing the things and knowing the thoughts that I want to please you. Get out of this thing about wanting to be detached to controlling people and wanting to be recognized based on what one has, and wanting to be detached based on what somebody got. No. Don't want the power that the wicked of the world has maintained. You don't want that power over nobody. You don't ever want that type of power over nobody. And don't search it out. And if you have that, pray to the Father, because only He Himself can reveal it to you. But He ain't gonna reveal it to you if you don't own it. And you can't own it if it ain't been revealed to you. So know that your thing can be you communing with Him, that you want to be doing the things that pleases Him. Y'all, that's to everybody I'm speaking to. When you deal with the Most High, deal with Him on the idea you want to please Him. You want to think the things that's pleasing to Him. You want to do the things that's pleasing to Him. You want to walk the ways that's pleasing to Him. You want to minister and talk the ways that's pleasing to Him. You want to feel the ways that will be pleasing to Him. Stop trying to please this flesh, because it's going to hell. Yes, it is. The grave where everybody is buried in, it's going to hell too. Y'all didn't know that too. Revelation chapter 21. He's going to take the whole hell, which is the earth, the ground, and drop that bad boy in the lake of fire. You see? So I say unto you, know that you're not escaping what y'all see it. You see? I sit back and I think about me, myself. He said that if I created the lane, I created the race, I'm at the end of the race, don't be worried about who on the outside of the lane. They ain't in the race. They ain't in the lane. They can't even say they got a lane. And they not at the finish line. So you know you got a lane, run in it, and head to the finish line. And I say that to each and every last one of you all who have received a lane. That means a direction to go in that Yah has created. Get in it. Don't come out to this world and try to reason with it, or to give it the food for the spirit, or the spirit and truth. Do what you're supposed to do in that lane. Sister Deborah had to be told by the Father, I need you to run in that lane, but I need you to speak spirit and truth and the light. So you're going to bring light out of darkness in that lane. But if you're getting out your lane thinking you're going to make a difference in these spirits out here, you're not, baby. Get in your lane. Be about your Father's business if you have a Father that is the creator. I ain't talking about you're not your Father, but you need to be about His business and honoring Him, like the spiritual Father says. And there's so many ways you can honor your father and your mother. I know you don't hear that today because they're teaching you how to dishonor them. Anything y'all say go left, the world go right. He said go right, the world go left. He said go up, they say go down. He said light, they say darkness. Okay, he said darkness, they say light. Anything He created to go in the order of His creation, man has switched over in this time and made it the direction of their own. So I, Sister Deborah, say I appreciate each and every last one of you all tuning in. I'm going to go do what I do best. Shalom and shalom.